Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson, that's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Jess.
Jess says, "Hi, Ben and Nathan. I'm a big fan of the podcast, and I wanted to ask you guys your thoughts on attending law school part time. I'm currently 26 years old and working a 9 to 5 in a field that I'm not passionate about. I've decided to finally pursue my dream and attend law school in an evening part time program so that I can still keep my 9 to 5 to pay the bills while getting my degree. I'm currently studying for the LSAT and I am hoping to take it this summer. I'm wondering if you guys think this is a good plan and if you have any advice for being successful in a part time program. Also, I'm not tied to my current 9 to 5 and I'm open to finding a job in the legal field while I'm in school. Are there any positions you can think of that would be a good fit for a part time law student that would help gain experience while in school? Thank you so much, Jess."
Okay, in general, I get excited about part time programs because you can keep working.
Yep.
But the big caveat there is you got to make sure that you're not keeping your job so that you can then pay more to a law school because the part time program doesn't give you as good of a deal.
Yeah.
So going for free or potentially getting a stipend in a full-time program could be more cost effective than keeping your job and going to a part-time program that you have to pay for or at least pay half for or something like that. So you really do have to just think about the numbers here, especially for a job that you're not tied to.
Yeah.
I do think getting a job at a law firm is a great idea because oftentimes if they like you, that can lead to all sorts of connections that will help you get a job once you graduate.
Yeah, or you'll rule out an area of law practice that you don't want to actually practice in. This happens all the time. People get into it and they realize it's not what they thought it was, so they try something else. That would be great. Or you might rule out law practice altogether if you get into it and you just can't find something that seems like a good fit.
Yeah.
So I love it when I think I don't want to say that these are our best students, but I have an affinity for paralegals, legal secretaries, anybody who has actual law firm experience to me. It's like, okay, well then you at least have some idea what you're getting yourself into,
You've seen
right? You
the
like your
front
job,
lines.
right? You
Yeah.
want to work there, right? I mean, I suppose sometimes those people are like, "No, I fucking hate my firm. I would never want to do this." And then it's like, "Okay, well then what do you want to do?" Because I just would prefer that people have relevant legal experience that they're actually excited about.
Mhm. Yeah. And they wanna just go
So,
further, right? They wanna take it to the next level.
yeah, I'm
Mm.
very successful in the firm, especially when it's like, yeah, the firm just wants to hire me as a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Great. Find a local part-time program, don't pay too much, go to work for the firm at a higher level immediately upon graduation, never have to worry about on-campus interviewing or any of that bullshit. You just have a job already lined up before you even start law school. That's fantastic. I noticed, Ben, I want to ask you about the product roadmap for the scholarship estimator. Um, if you go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships, you'll find our scholarship estimator where you can put in your LSAT and your GPA
Mm.
and you can figure out what kinds of offers you might get at what kinds of schools.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, I don't see a checkbox for part time. I'm wondering if it's ever going to be in the future that you could check a box for, like, okay, I'm specifically looking for part time programs.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and in fact, it's in the next version that's coming out.
Awesome. Okay, fantastic. So
Yep.
glad to hear that eventually lsatdemon.com scholarship estimator, you will be able to actually search by part time. For now, the 509 data does have part time stuff in it. So you can click on the little PDF icon for any school
Mhm.
and you can just, pick a school at random. North Texas. Let's see. Do they even have a part time program? They do. Okay. Let me look at the scholarship information at North Texas. They gave 70% of their full-time students grants, but they only gave 53% of their part-time students grants. So as you say, Ben, it might be harder to get grants for part-time programs. That can vary school by school. The
Mhm.
admission standards also vary between the full-time and the part-time programs. So you can dig into it a little bit deeper to look at those 509 reports, Jess, and get yourself some more information. The last thing I would say about that is that there are uh, many schools that don't offer part time programs at all.
Mm.
And so I guess I would still encourage Jess to apply broadly
See what
just so that,
options. Yeah.
yeah, like just because the school doesn't have a part time program, there might be other reasons why it could be really good for you, especially if they're the kind of school where you would be a big fish in a small pond and get a very generous scholarship and or stipend. Um,
Yeah, what if you're
they
paid to go there?
and
I don't
graduate in 3 years instead of four.
yeah.
And yeah, there might be reasons to leave your job, which you already are not passionate about. And you could potentially then also, by the way, law schools say that you're not supposed to work during your 1L year, but people do all the time. And so you might be able to like work part time in law and start making some connections, start learning about some legal practice areas while going to law school full time. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that's a better plan. I'm just saying, why don't you apply broadly so that you can see what kinds of offers you get?
Yeah.
Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you would like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.